remember the crypto stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's back up and running, making money as we speak right now.
Good.
You know, that thing that dropped like a rock, you know, and it's back up, and I'm in there now making
I haven't
money.
looked at it lately, but I was almost back to even the last time I looked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's one or two of them in there. One of them I don't think I have any in is Solana, and it was like last year. It was really cheap. I don't think it was like $1 or something. It's $144 last time I looked at it. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some stuff. I mean, my little Ethereum, it's back up there almost $4,000 a coin, and I don't know. I think it's probably going to be a good investment maybe sometime. And don't ask me why.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I mean, I just know that it's doing well. But anyway, I was going to tell you. You know, we talked about hamburgers here the other day,
Yeah.
and we got a lot of people wrote in and says, "Hey, try this hamburger down here at 155. Over at what was the name of that place? I can't remember. Anyway, I looked at some of those. One was in Paris, and they looked like really good hamburgers, But then I found this. We found that one in Navasota, which is, man, it is just fantastic. And just going to show you. This is a burger. They make the bun. I mean, they take the ham. I mean, the bacon, and they cure it. I mean, it's Wagyu, that real high dollar meat that they actually make hamburger out. It's in Seoul, South Korea.
Lord.
I mean, it is a fantastic. I mean, it's probably the best looking burger I'll never get to eat.
It's a good looking burger. Yeah.
But even though I'm not going to get to eat it, I'm probably closer to getting to eat it than those people in North Korea.
Really?
They would love to have probably the onions out of this, for a meal, But I was just looking; it was just unbelievable. They actually make that bun. It's completely unbelievable. But anyway, I just thought you'd like to see that. We'll probably never get I mean, I'm not going all the way to Korea to eat a hamburger, unless I ordered one. I guess maybe we could ship it to you, and just ain't the same, But
another place around here that makes a good burger is up on 154 between Harleton and Marshall.
Oh, really? What's the name of it?
Bubba Burger, I think.
Bubba Burger.
Yeah. And they make a good burger.
Okay.
It's a big one, and it's cooked well, and it tastes good.
Well, you look at that hamburger right there, and the thing about it, I've seen a few pictures of some of these hamburgers, and if you don't have your cheese melted and that sort of stuff, you ain't even in the same category,
That's right.
and
that irritates me to get a cheeseburger and the cheese is not melted.
Yeah, they put a slice of cheese on there, and hey, if it melts, it does. But I've seen them actually take a Bunsen burner and burn it over the top, but
take the little torch.
Yeah, torch it a little bit. But of course, you're not gonna, you could afford a hamburger around here for that. It's just unreal.
It'd be interesting to know what that sells for.
Well, it's actually about $10.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But they sell out every day.
Yeah.
From if I read it right, it looked like it's about $10 on that thing, and then they have different versions of that too, and then they make these onion rings. It's unreal, and French fries is just unbelievable. And I don't know if they actually grow the cow. They look like they were growing they had this lettuce. Looked like they were actually growing their lettuce in their deal. That I forget what you call this lettuce. It's a special kind of lettuce. It's the long kind, and just unbelievable. Anyway, I thought I'd mention that,
Hamburger.
you had a pretty good week. This looks like.
Yeah, I did.
Of course, you were fishing with Bob Lambert, and of course Bob works out of Fisherman's One Stop, and I understand they were having some shortages of help up there, and I don't think it was cooks and stuff like that, but I think that John Hagemeyer owned this thing. He had shut it down for a day or a few, I don't know, trying to find somebody, and
he's like everybody else. They can't get any help.
can't get help, and
That's
they need to
amazing.
cook. I mean, he needs to cook right now. If you're a good cook, even if you don't want to stay forever, you could go down there and help the man out. If you're around the lake down there, this is a good business to help out. And anyway, Bob Lambert works in there, and he fished with Bob Roberts today, this week, and I'll show you how good they did. Here's the results of that thing. Bob come out on top on this thing, had 9 fish, which is pretty decent deal there. And you guys, this was the hardcore, what it was. And where were y'all at? Y'all were in the east side?
We were on Hurley Pond.
Hurley Pond.
Yeah.
Okay. Big Hurley.
Little Hurley.
Or Little Hurley.
Yeah.
Right up in there is where it was. So pull that up and
we caught fish there on the drop shot till about 9 o'clock, and then we moved out on Big Hurley and caught bigger fish on Carolina rig.
Well, were you spitting on your hook? Because I was looking at Bob. He caught one fish during that whole time.
Yeah, that's you can lead a horse to water. You know what to say.
Well, hey, I've been there.
I shouldn't say that, but
well, hey, that happens,
About 11 o'clock, when I'd caught my 9th fish, Bob said, "It's got to be the color you're throwing." I said, "Well, yeah, it's watermelon candy red. It's what you throw all the time." He said, "I ain't got any."
Oh,
I said,
okay.
"Well, crap, why didn't you
Why
say
so?"
Yeah, but I apologize to the people that watched this trying to learn something, because I didn't last week nor this week. Last week anyway, I didn't say anything about what we actually caught the fish on, and I think that's a part of something that you need to know.
Yeah.
And the watermelon candy red brush hogs has been the key for the bigger fish, and they've been in 20+ foot of water. This week the small fish were on drop shot, and I was throwing it's June bug with the candy bug, that's what it is. And just throwing it out there and just easing it back, and then pop it. I'm not much of a drop shot fisherman, but I caught quite a few fish on it. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I need to fish more drop shot stuff. But I have a hard time with that little size 2 hook. That's a little hook.
Yeah.
But hey, I actually had one fish that almost got it swallowed, and how they managed to get it that far down their throat, I don't know. But they did. But anyway, that's 2 colors that I'll tell you that'll work anywhere on the Caney Creek side. Now I don't know about the Lake Fork side. We're fishing LFA this week, and I'm with Jackie Price, and we will fish. I'm going up tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, and going to pre-fish Tuesday and Wednesday, trying to find some other places to catch fish, because we've got the Mad Dog Moor coming up this weekend, and next weekend is the Sealy, and I need some backup fishing holes, and so far I've had a lot of difficulty finding them. But anyway, that's what the plan is, and then Bob and I, or Jackie and I, will go out Thursday and fish wherever we think we can catch some fish.
Okay. Our weather this week, is going to be, sunny, hot.
90 degrees is plumb balmy.
Yeah. A little bit of wind, 8 mile an hour wind coming through here.
Yeah, 64 degrees Thursday morning.
Yeah.
I have to wear my coat Thursday morning.
Not too bad, so.
The thing I don't like is that northeast wind, but hey, it's a wind. We just need a little breeze. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought when me and you went up to the lake and fished here last time, we went up into little Pinson.
Yeah.
Bob's on this. I really hadn't paid that much attention to it, but we were sitting out there fishing and looked up, and they had this trailer park out there, and got to looking at some of the some of the trailer parks up there, and I realize that there are people that they don't have maybe another house, or if they do, they stay up the lake all the time, and they fish probably more than Bob does, And I was just thinking, to probably if you're like that and you're maybe not eating as good as you probably should, you're probably going out and eat a lot of your meals, you're not cooking in, and I got to think about it, and I come across a really good recipe, and I thought at the end of this thing that, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to, but I thought I'd include this, and it'd be good for a wife that's cooking. It's just something really easy, and just going to show you what it is. This is something that you can make really easy. It's boneless pork steaks, and I bought these down at Brookshire's, and they're like just a little steak of pork.
My wife buys them all the time. And
I've got a cast iron skillet that's got a cast iron lid on that thing, which is perfect for this. And what you do is you take a little bit of olive oil, is what I use, and cut up a little bit of garlic and just set it in the bottom of that pan and let it simmer a little bit, and then take these boneless pork down here and you set them in there, and you cut about 5 slices across there, and then you can take that, and they make this it's like a mustard. It's in a little jar. It's an old style mustard, and you take that and you dab that into those little slices, and then you cut you off some tomatoes and some cheese, and you slide it into each one of those slices, and then you can put celery salt and paprika and red. I like the big pizza style red pepper, and the black pepper, the large black pepper that you can get, and just put it on the top, and then I'll cut a jalapeno on top of it and some red onion on that thing, and just let that sucker simmer in there for about 40 minutes at low temperature, and when you get through, and if you really want to heat it up, you can put a serrano pepper and some white pepper in there, and that'll surely do that, and just let it sit there until it browns. I'm going to show you a video of this thing. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. See that jalapeno on there? That will make a freight train take a dirt road to get to it. Let me tell you something. That is some good eating right there, and it's so simple. You throw it in. I mean, you got to go to the store at some point in time and buy all these ingredients, but I mean, there's nothing to it. If you're sitting there in that camper and you're thinking, "No, man, I don't think I want to go down there and get another corn dog down down the street down here." You could be eating good, with just a little bit of prep time, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and if you go to my Facebook page, this is on my Facebook page, and it's got you can pull up the instructions on how to do this, and there's nothing to it, literally. I mean, if a dummy like me could do it, it's pretty simple, but anyway, I thought I'd include that, and occasionally if I run across something that's pretty easy that somebody might want to, because you never know. I mean, you get to fishing and you're not paying attention to your health, and you're not keeping up with what you ought to be doing. And this is pretty healthy. You can cut the cheese out if you don't want all that cheese in there. I like that cheese. I can't.
Gotta have the cheese.
I gotta have that cheese, but and it's not all that much calories in it, with that cheese. But the rest of it is pretty simple. And you can actually, if you want some vegetables to go with that, you can put some stir fry in that same pan and let it cook at the same time. It'll cook. And
what did you call the recipe altogether?
They're boneless pork. I call them steaks. Jimmy's boneless pork steaks is what I call them.
Okay, yeah.
But man, I tell you what, I just came up with that one.
She buys them. It's Super One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've got exactly what you're looking for. They're about an inch thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brookshire's they have like a sale thing over there sometimes, and you'll find them in there, and they're pretty cheap in there, and I'll buy some of them in there as well. And I'll actually put it in the freezer, and we've ended up filling up that freezer with some of that leftover stuff, But you never know, the kids come over, and we're gonna throw some of that stuff out there and make something.
Yeah.
Can't tell when they're gonna show up, and
I'll tell Bobby about it and see if that sounds like something she'd be interested in doing. She likes to do it in the crock pot. I don't know how you could adapt this to a
Sure.
crock pot.
There's no doubt you could.
Yeah.
You could easily do it.
Anyway.
I mean, it's all low temperature stuff, so it's not hard
Yeah.
at all. But anyway, that's a cooking lesson for today.
Gotcha.
Did you? Oh, Stafford, you ever look at his book page? He had a goat in there that was walking on his back legs in the pen out there, and that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Standing up.
Yeah, now if he'd have stuck his arm straight out, I mean, I'm telling you, I'd be ready to light out, but there was some people made some comments on there, and I was looking at it, and there's this rooster that followed him around. I'm thinking that rooster, that's the evil one. He done put the chicken trance on this on this goat. But there ain't no telling what he had that goat doing in that. It went into a little building over there, so I don't know. I'd be getting rid of both of them if I was Stafford.
Yeah.
But
we got the Mad Dog Moore coming up this weekend.
Well, that's right. September, right? And here we are, and we're right at the 6th. And we're right along in here, and here's the Mad Dog Moore coming up, September 11th. Wow, that's a familiar date.
Yeah, that is a.
That's.
I didn't notice that.
I wonder if that was an accident. That probably was an accident, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's coming up.
It happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we have to really think about. If you value your freedom, what it takes.
True.
And then, you have Sealy coming up too, and people are starting to buy maps for these businesses.
Yeah.
They're stocking up for these tournaments, and you got that going. And then, Billy Dyson Lake Fork Open is 26th, and then the next month we have the Berkeley, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I figure we'll probably take off December again this year, and because it works out pretty good. Everybody has a good holiday, and we come back and we're ready to rip. And I'm pretty sure your boat will not sit very idle during that time, but
we'll keep it. We'll keep the.
we don't want that gas problem again. So
you
can tell Bobby that.
Yeah.
I can't take a chance of that boat messing up again. Anyway, that's it for this.